Hi, Mark McMillian Leadership. Great to be here today. Beautiful fall day here in West Virginia. You can see I got some leaves to rake up a little bit later. But today I'm going to talk about de-escalation. I want to talk about these stress-filled times in which we live in today, especially with COVID. But really, COVID is just magnifying what's already out there. And every day in the workplace, we have people on the brink of boiling over. And in my book and in this course, we talk about getting left of boom. And the idea that comes from when I was in Iraq for my second tour. I was with a counter-IED task force, roadside bombs. And we constantly tried to get left of boom because once that thing goes off, there's nothing to do but clean up. And that's a mess, and nobody likes that. But when you get left of boom, you disrupt the series of actions that lead to that explosion. And that's exactly what we have to do with stress in the workplace. That's exactly what we have to do with these emotional volcanoes that are kind of simmering and ready to erupt. As we've got to find the events that lead up to that, those actions, and what can we do to turn that volume down? Either let that pressure release slowly or contain it. We've all seen those videos from coast to coast, people going nuts in stores. I'm not wearing a daggone mask, blah, blah, blah. Those are amygdala hijacks. That amygdala is part of your reptile brain in there, and it takes control and it gets all over everything. So in this course, what I'm talking about is first understanding our own emotions, where we are, putting ourselves in the best possible state of mind to deal with these situations. That's the first thing you have to do. The second thing you have to do is you've got to understand where these people are coming from. You got to understand their emotions. How did they get to where they are? Why did they get to where they are? And then we transition into managing that interaction so we get done what needs to get done. Those people didn't wake up in the morning and say, hey, let's go cause a scene and make a viral video, right? They're not TikTokers. That's not their objective. They came to that store to get bread and milk. And then all of a sudden, they're rolling in the aisle in a tussle over wearing a mask. Or they got on that plane to go see loved ones or to do business. The next thing you know, they're getting hauled off the plane by 2 or 3 people over the mask thing. That's where we got to do that. And so when we understand our emotions and the emotions of others, then we start looking at body language, our body language, the other person's body language. We look at the tone of voice. How we use our tone of voice. We manage our body language, our tone of voice. We're sending the message, be cool, stay calm. We're going to deal with this situation. But we're constantly interpreting the other person's body language and tone of voice to see where they are. They're down here, no problem. You give them that smile and keep moving. They're up here, now we've got to take some extra steps to manage that situation, to help them understand they're being heard. They're being understood, and they have options, and we want to dial it down a little bit. That's what de-escalation is all about. Our emotions, their emotions, what we're really talking about is emotional intelligence, and then we're using our communication skills, body language, tone of voice, and word choice, don't leave that out, to figure out how we're doing that. I think that's the Pence fly. We enable a successful engagement, whether it's with a customer, whether it's with a coworker, one of these things where people are blowing up, performance feedback. Sometimes you got to fire someone. That's an unpleasant situation, but we can help manage that situation to keep the lid on so it doesn't blow up. We don't want to see what it looks like when a volcano meets a tornado. We know that's bad. We don't have to see that to know that. Thanks. Have a great leadership day.